Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Spike, here where we talk about all things football. We go through fantasy football, we go through your lineups, and we have to talk about that stuff because football is here. We are finally back. Thursday is the first game of the season. The 2024-2025 season is here. I'm so excited. Mark, how you feeling about this, man?
I mean, I tried to watch college football yesterday, but they were all blowouts. College has already started. There is a game today if you want to watch it. Big game too. I can't remember who it is. But
I know
that
that,
being said, though, like you said, you got Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, and then pretty soon, half the week is just gonna be football.
It's all gonna be football. And then now I won't be able to see my kids at all. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You got to worry about waiver wires on Tuesdays. You got to set your lineups before Thursday. It's just gonna be football all the time now. It's great.
It's a full-time job, and I love it.
It is, especially if you have like 15, 20 leagues.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the USC LSU game today.
All right.
Thank you, Brandon.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. I think it was a battle of like two ranked teams.
Tua's in the building. What's up? He said, as a diehard Bama fan, I cannot deny Auburn looked good as hell. I'm pretty sure Alabama won like 72-0 or something too. So I mean, it's not like you still have probably the top 5 quarterback in the entire league. You still got your defense, so I'm not too worried about you.
No, I think Alabama rolled. I mean, they didn't play anybody good, but they still won like 63-7 though.
It was nothing. It was terrible.
I mean, Oregon played nobody and they won like 24-13. So, so
that's exactly
what that says about. Yeah, so I don't know what that means about Oregon, but
see, my Oregon Ducks look good, but not great, but good. The worry for Oregon is coming into the Big Ten is something, man. Mm-hmm. Big Ten is for real. Ohio State has a professional football team. They don't have a professional coach, but they got a professional football team.
Pretty good set. Pretty well said. I agree with that.
Michigan's going to be tough, but they're going to be like
Michigan's defense will be NFL level. Their offense, we'll just have to wait and see.
We have no idea what they're going to be.
Yeah, especially with a new coach too. But I mean, it is the offensive coordinators.
Yeah, he was also the head coach for a couple of games last year too. So I mean, they're going to be okay. I think they go probably 8-3, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Penn State is going to be good. My team, my Illinois team, blew the doors off me. I was like, man, who is this?
Hey, Maryland will beat Utah 50-7.
Yeah, but Maryland. So when I was in college, my coach was Mike Loxley. He was my tight end coach.
He says 52-6, not acceptable enough. Yeah, Florida. Oof. They need a new coach. They need to reset things.
Because they have talent. Florida has talent. That's just another team that just when the coach is not doing right, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I mean, Florida, it was our team of our generation, really growing up. I mean, what they've done is amazing. Miami was when they fell off, and now Miami is on top, and I don't think they're gonna give it back for anytime soon. Man, therapy, y'all running backs from my hometown, transfer from Ole Miss and Judkins. So Ohio State has 2 top 5 running backs. Does that make any sense? There's 120 some odd colleges in Division I sports. Ohio State has 2 of the top 5 running backs.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with that, man. That's crazy. And I agree with Braden. Clemson losing 34-3 to Georgia. But it was close.
They weren't playing Georgia, but still, yeah.
No, it was close at halftime. It was like 6-0 at halftime. And then Georgia said, "Oh yeah, we're playing football."
So the top 2 teams in the ACC, both leagues.
ACC is a terrible conference right now.
I don't disagree. But someone from there is making the playoffs. So.
Unfortunately, I don't know who.
And a Notre Dame and Texas A&M.
So Clemson needs to rebuild. They do. But you always are rebuilding. So that's what's so weird about college. College, you're always doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I bet your dad was wishing he left now. He was like, I don't know why I stayed.
Yeah. Well, money. I think they made him the highest paid coach.
That was only for a second.
Well, that's true. That's why all those contracts are only for a second.
Exactly. Shout out to the Aggie fans. They're in their feelings today. Yeah.
They lost to Notre Dame.
Shout out to the kid who won $50K on the field goal.
Oh,
they were giving away money.
McAfee.
They were giving away money yesterday. Everywhere I was turning, I was like, "Oh man, more money going for college education."
Did you watch the whole thing?
No.
Shane Gillis had me laughing. I don't know if you know who Shane Gillis is. But...
Yeah, I know who Shane Gillis is.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He had me laughing because he was on the Pat McAfee show, and the kid was like, "I'm a soccer player. 45-yard field goal is so easy." And then Shane Gillis is just like, "Man, you cocky. I hope you missed." And then the funny thing is, he did miss the first one. He came up short. And then Pat McAfee was like, "I feel charitable. We'll give you one more shot."
Oh my gosh!
And then he made this.
But those soccer players can't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. 50K, yeah. Pat McAfee.
We have a cannon.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Pretty good.
Oh man, it's a lot of fun. That's college at least brings that. And I gotta tell you this: Travis Hunter is a man.
Oh my God, yeah.
If you're a team, I don't care if you need defensive line help. You choose Travis Hunter number 1 overall.
Right.
Like that dude is amazing.
Especially if he gets to a team who lets him be like Deion Sanders and says, "Hey, play both." I'm throwing that guy in that corner in 2 seconds.
He might be better at wide receiver than at corner. I don't know.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, if he goes into a place where they let him play both sides of the ball, I'm like, you mean I can put him in the corner and he's going to be doing receiver things? Ooh.
Like that doesn't even make it. Doesn't he played all but 2 plays?
Right.
All but 2 plays. I'm like, what is going on?
You might have to take him with the first pick.
That's what I'm saying. Number 1 overall. Colorado might only win 5 or 6 games this year and might have 2 top 5 picks.
Oh, I know. It's crazy to think about, especially when you look at overall as a team, how they barely beat North Dakota State. Or North Dakota State? Yeah,
North Dakota State is one of the best Division II or Division I AA teams in the last 30 years. Like,
I agree.
They have always been the best. So that's about the same level of competition they're going to get in that conference. So,
right. But I was like, whew, last second touchdown to be North Dakota State.
Speaking of new coaches, though, I'm interested to see what Las Vegas does with the full season with AP.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I think the defense will be really good. I just worry about the offense. We'll see what Gardner can do. I
think Gardner Minshew is just he's always a guy who can win you the game if you don't depend on him. He'll get the ball to the right people. Devontae Adams, I think now Devontae Adams is going to have a decent year. The question is, can they run the damn ball? I have no idea if they can run a ball at all.
Right, that's my thing too. Because a lot of times it's like you said, I don't think Gardner Minshew is going to lose them games, but I don't know if he's necessarily going to be the reason they win games.
Yeah.
But without a running game, like putting all that on Gardner, I don't know if he can do it. I mean, the defense is just going to drop back and defend the pass on almost every down just because they don't have anyone who can run the ball. I don't know if Gardner be that guy who can just pick apart the defense.
No, there's no doubt that he's not that guy.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, man. You're not that guy. I don't know.
He's not gonna lack confidence. He's not gonna lack, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, there's talent around him, but if you know that you can go nickel all the time and never have to worry about putting more than 7 men in the box,
right?
There's not a lot of room to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. And there's some quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. You do that, I'm sure you'd be able to pick somebody apart still. Gardner Minshew's not Patrick Mahomes.
Hunter's way better at wide receiver than DB.
Still think it's close. He's a really good wide receiver. He's also a really good DB.
He's a top 5 both. And we're gonna wait for the game of the season when he has 2 interceptions and takes one in the house. It's going to happen.
All right, no, I agree. I mean, I have NCAA football. I played a game. I had a pick 6 and 3 receiving touchdowns. I would have tried. If Hunter wasn't here, I probably would have lost.
Just by himself. But Shedeur Sanders still threw for 420. They had 3 receivers, 100 yards, and still barely beat South Dakota State, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Texas and the Texas was what? Texas and what?
And TTUN.
Yeah, this season
Texas
coming.
Tech University.
Texas Tech University, because Texas Tech looked pretty okay. Texas is going to be great.
I agree. I think Texas will be really good.
Yeah. And then I gotta say this: Arch Manning looked like a future number 1 pick. He will be the number 1 pick in 2026 draft.
Okay, he looked like a number 1 pick when he was in high school. I mean, he has the genetics. Third generation quarterback.
He has an unbelievable arm. He has great mobility. He's strong as I'll get out. He's 220, 6'4", and everything I would want in my quarterback.
And let's not forget, I mean, granted, if it wasn't for injuries, I think Coop would have made the NFL as a receiver. So his dad has the athletics, just like, if not more athletic than Peyton and Eli, because he was a receiver.
I mean, Peyton wasn't an athlete, but
that's what I'm saying. Like Eli and Peyton weren't exactly. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's not forget, like, he could be better possibly than his uncles, which would be nuts.
Yeah. Because I mean, Eli is a borderline Hall of Famer. Peyton is arguably a top 5 quarterback to ever play the game. Some people say top 3.
Yeah, just throwing this out here. Texas is playing Michigan.
I know. Week 2, I think Michigan loses. I think Texas beats Michigan. Texas, that team is loaded. Michigan needs a couple of weeks to kind of figure out who they are.
Jimmy Horn Jr., dude.
Colorado might only have 2 more wins. I looked at their schedule. I think they win 5 to maybe 6. Right there on the edge of being a bowl team, 5 to 6. They're going to surprise you with somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Minnesota for sucking
so bad.
Oh, did you see that? They go to kick the game-winning field goal and they shanked it, and then they set off fireworks.
Yep. We did it!
I was like, oh, that guy got fired. He had to. But like, why did you hit the button, bro? That was hilarious.
He said I was trying to row the boat, man. Rowing the boat. Michigan football looking like a little squirrely. They got that W though. Coach Prime show in Colorado going to be interesting. The Coach Prime show is going to be very interesting. Here's my thing about Colorado. I honestly believe Shedeur Sanders is possibly the best quarterback in the NFL. I mean, in NCAA. I can see him being one of the top quarterbacks picked this season.
Let's get to the NFL first before we make those kind of proclamations.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the NFL, yeah. But I think he'll be one. I think Dallas will do whatever they can to draft this guy. I think he's the reason why Dak won't be in Dallas next year.
You guys kept saying, like, bringing this guy, bringing that guy in, but I have the feeling Jerry Jones is like,
whatever it takes. It's like whatever it takes. He's giving up.
We need that Cowboy Sanders jersey back.
They will say, sign a trade for Dak. Who wants him? He's for sale. Just come get him.
I wouldn't be shocked.
So I saw Simpson meme earlier. I think Anthony of Homer being young, seeing Eli. Oh yeah, and Peyton and Homer being old, seeing Arch Manning. Oh yeah, the Simpsons meme. I saw that. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Homer being young, seeing Eli and Peyton, and now being older, seeing Arch Manning. Like, but he really could be a baby. He should have been a baby. You know,
right?
Seeing their dad and then going from there. Yeah, it's like wow, they just rule being quarterback.
That dude was like, Evan, we got these. Set them up. Jimmy Horn Jr. a dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
got the pedigree.
It's weird. I mean, I feel like you don't get to grow up with these cosplayers as much, and you don't get to know these names as well. So it's almost like you have to have the pedigree. You need to have the lineage to really be someone special coming out and going into college. But I think with the NIL deals that teams won't worry about that as much. I think that kids will stay in college as long as they can, make as much money as they can, and then go to the NFL. So we might get better quality play in the NCAA because of this.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of both Travis Hunter and Shadir Sanders, and talking about Dion, did you see Dion coming out saying there's a list of teams these two players will not play for in the NFL?
Yep. I'm like, Dion is nuts,
man.
Oh
my God. It just brought me to this because what if they say buy Mike McCarthy and bring in Deion Sanders to be a coach, and then bring in Shadir Sanders?
The only way he would do that is somehow they figure it out to get Hunter too.
Oh, yeah, they would have to.
for him to, if you got Shadir Sanders, got Travis Hunter, and CD Lamb, yeah, I can see Deion say it. All right, bye Colorado.
Can you imagine if the Cowboys kind of tank and they get a top 5 pick on their own, then they sign and trade Dak for a second top 5 pick? Or top 10? Amazing. Oh, like, how crazy would that be?
Dude.
And they bring in both of them and Deion Sanders?
Jerry Jones will be sitting there printing money.
You got freaking Hunter and CD. You got Diggs and Hunter on defense.
Hunter would have to be, he'd be like the Shohei Ohtani of football. Right? He was like, yeah, he had 4 interceptions, 3 sacks, a rushing touchdown, and 10 receiving touchdowns in 1,000-yard receiving season.
You could make him your captain on both offense and defense.
Exactly. Oh man, it's going to be nuts, guys.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So now we're to the NFL.
NFL, Kansas City does not have Hollywood Brown playing this Thursday. That's good for me because I think the Ravens win.
Oh, Hollywood does not have Hollywood Brown playing
because he's hurt. Because Kansas, they say they're gonna hold him out the week 1, which they say he made a miraculous recovery because he shouldn't even be a question. He shouldn't be coming into week 3. But he's doing well enough. He could have played.
I think if the defense can somehow hold the Ravens offense, they'll have a chance. But if Lamar Jackson starts cooking and they start putting up points, I don't think the Chiefs can hang with him.
So here's the other thing I heard. So Rashee Rice is probably not getting suspended.
No.
Did you see that?
Not till next year. Yeah, it's going to come out next year.
No, they got to do their because he's a first-time offender. Might not get suspended.
Yeah, first-time offender, but he had like 6 different offenses in the offseason. Come on now. I'm pretty sure Ray Rice never had an offense, and then he decided to punch his girlfriend in the face, and then
but that's different. Anymore. Yeah, that's different.
No, it's way different. But I'm just saying, but he only got 2 game suspension.
Honestly, I think Rashee Rice might get a slap on the wrist.
Fallout was worse, but
Rashee Rice might get a slap on the wrist, and then if Kansas City wins the Super Bowl this year, and Ray Rice plays the entire season and has like one of those unbelievable years.
Does he get out of jail time though? Because what he did in Texas was felonies. He was street racing. He was leaving the scene of an accident. See, that's the stuff. If he had just gotten to the accident, I would be like, okay, first time offense. But the fact that he was trying to leave, like he's on camera just being like, peace, I'm out of here. Like, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I feel like it warrants a suspension.
I think he should have one. But I also think that if he doesn't get jail time, that I don't see them. I can see them just slap on the wrist, because if they win the Super Bowl, it highlights even more, right? And it makes the NFL look bad. So maybe they try to sweep it under the rug like they do all the time.
Or if it makes them look that bad, they'll come out and be like, all right, we concluded our investigation. And he's going to be suspended 4 games going into next year.
He's like, they say 3, and people are like, listen, wait for the booze. No boo. 4? Huh? 5? Boo! 4.
I could see, yeah, right. I could definitely see it being like with Kamara. Because, I mean, he had that whole incident at the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas, and then he played the entire season, and then going into last season, they were like, okay, 4 games.
4 games.
4 games? Yeah, say 4 games.
Yeah.
And he was probably a first-time offender, too.
Yeah.
And Rashee Rice did that. He assaulted somebody and got into a car accident illegally racing.
Yeah, like a bad month.
Like, it's insane. And I think he assaulted a second person. That's what I'm saying. And then you had all the stuff coming out of stuff he was doing in college. And I'm like, how was this swept under the rug? We're just now hearing about it. And then the Chiefs are like, did you know about this stuff in college? And Andy Reid's like, we knew enough to draft.
We knew enough.
To me, that's like, yep, they knew.
Zay Jones said, so did Zay Jones get suspended before? He got 5 game suspension for the 2023 arrest. I bet Ray Rice, oh my God, Rashee Rice gets a big suspension.
That's because I said Ray Rice.
Yeah. I think he gets 4 games.
And Zay Jones had his charges dropped. Like, he didn't even get in legal trouble for what happened to him.
Yeah, but his name is not, he's not a Super Bowl champion. If this is the NFL, then I'm just saying. That's how things work.
I still think in 2025 it is. Spike bet.
No, I'm definitely not betting on Rashee Rice. If Coach Prime leaves Colorado for the Raiders or Cowboys, people will dislike him. I don't know. People love Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Yeah. You can't be the Cowboys fans will go crazy. That's all you need is the Cowboys fans to be behind you if you're a coach.
So this one is for the Spoiler Kings, God the Penguin this month. Okay, going to have to rewatch the Batman. I just saw the Batman. I thought it would have been a better movie if it was the first ending would have ended it instead of 3 endings you had. Too much.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Also, I'm gonna make you jealous. I had a cinnamon roll for breakfast this morning. Dude, I have grits and eggs and all this stuff sitting right here, but I can't eat it. So.
I know. I keep seeing you like, oh.
Get a little bit.
Bar's talking. Let me throw something in my mouth.
Cool NFL, so I can race be clear, but Campbell, I get suspended right away, immediately. Yeah,
well, only if you gamble on the NFL. You can gamble within reason, as long as it's not at the practice facilities or any of the facilities.
No, then Jameson Williams only gambled on basketball.
Yeah, but he did it at the practice facility.
Oh, because he was there.
That's why it got suspended.
Okay. It was on their Wi-Fi, so yeah, you can't be doing their Wi-Fi.
Like, I think within reason you can gamble. You just can't gamble on football, obviously. And you can't do it in any of the facilities. You can still go to casinos. And, I mean, it's not a great look for you, probably.
Yeah, whatever. So, Rice gets
I think he gets 6 to 10, depending on how mean the NFL wants, or how much of an example they want to set.
I think if they win the Super Bowl, he gets 4. Yeah, just they'll say two for the racing and 2 for the assaults.
And then 2 for leaving the scene of.
And that's why they got 1 and 1. Yeah, he's really fast, guys.
So basically, it's 1 for the accident, 1 for leaving, 1 for one assault, 1 for the other assault. So you get 1 game for each thing you did.
And a slap on the wrist to say, hey, don't do it again.
Right.
Don't do it again. Because Patrick Mahomes says so.
Right. All right. We'll go over week 1, or we want to do.
Go ahead.
We'll do.
Let's go over week 1, and then we'll talk about all these awards, because I do want to go through MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookies of the Year, Offense and Defense, and Comeback Player of the Year. I'm really interested in seeing who you guys think Comeback Player of the Year. But go ahead, go to week 1.
Give me a quick second. I'm not I'll get there. So obviously the first game we already kind of talked about is the Ravens at the Chiefs. You said the Ravens. I kind of said the Ravens.
I like the Ravens. I just honestly I do. I think they're more ready as a team. I think Lamar is there and they're going to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, and he's going to be killing it at the beginning of the year. He's going to be a battering ram, and teams are not going to know what to do with this team yet. And I think they get a win week 1, especially after the bad taste left in their mouth from the playoffs.
Well, see, now that was one thing I kind of was leaving with the Ravens because I feel like they're going to have they want revenge for losing.
Mm-hmm.
But with a new offense coordinator, is it a new offense coordinator? No, same offense coordinator.
No, same offensive coordinator. And they added Derrick Henry, so that's a strong running game to go with that. And that just and the Chiefs off the high of winning the Super Bowl and not like and they treat the first 4 games of the season like a preseason. Mm-hmm. They don't care.
No, look at last year when the Lions beat them week 1.
Because they don't care. They're like, we'll play hard. Mm-hmm. I think a very similar game. Ravens win 23 to 21. You know, they win.
With all the experience that team has now, they're like, we know when to turn it on. We know when to turn it off.
It's not necessary for us to do this right now.
Right. So I agree. I feel like the Ravens win, but I feel like the Chiefs will be like, we're good.
Yeah. They're like, oh, good game.
And then you got Friday at 8:15 p.m. We got the Packers at the Eagles in Brazil.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a good, interesting week 1 matchup right there. So
you're
going to go Eagles and I'm going to go Packers.
You
hate Green Bay and I hate Philadelphia.
I hate them so much. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think Philly wins this game anyway.
So the Eagles are interesting enough. They're wearing black helmets, white jerseys with black pants. And then the Packers, who are the away team, will be wearing green.
And they're the crazy ones. Hopefully they don't get shot.
I heard it was blown out of proportion by our media and stuff. Like, yes, there's a rival who can't, but they're like, it's all soccer related. So obviously if the NFL comes in there, they'll be fine.
I feel like it's like Bloods and Crips. You can't just be wearing blue and just chilling and think it's gonna be okay. So don't walk around the city in your jersey.
I think nevertheless it'll be a close, good game. I think the big deciding factor of this game is going to be the Packers' defense. We'll see how good they can be. I know they're kind of young.
I don't think it's going to be close.
You think the Eagles are going to just blow them out, huh?
Yep. I think
we'll see what kind of page. We'll see what kind of page Sirianni and Hurts on.
He's the only problem, Sirianni.
I agree. I feel like if there's still a rift there, you know.
I think early in the season, the further it goes into the season, the rift might occur and be a problem.
Now we're gonna have we can breeze through some of these next games because anybody excited for the Saints and the Panthers?
Oh my God,
Saints will probably win because I just don't have faith in the Panthers.
Who cares?
Then we got the Vikings at the Giants.
Oh my gosh, I'm
gonna go Vikings just because I feel like the defense will run all over the Giants.
I'm gonna say
only reason.
Giants because their defensive line might be the best defensive line in the entire NFL.
You're not wrong, but I feel like the Vikings offensive line isn't that bad. I'm not saying it's going to be a high-scoring game by any stretch. I just think the Giants put up a goose egg on offense.
I think Malik Neighbors gets his first
going to be horrendous. I mean, Dallas Turner might break the rookie sack record for a game in the first game he plays because that's how bad the Giants' offensive line is.
They got better. They did sure up a lot of things. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
And we got the Patriots at the Bengals. We'll just go Bengals and call it
Bengals 100%.
And then you kind of have an interesting game: Steelers at Falcons. I'm gonna go Falcons.
I'm gonna go Falcons too.
But I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a close game still.
I think this is gonna be the beginning of the end for Russell Wilson.
Could be. I think it'll be close, but it'll be like 20-10, maybe. Like I don't think the Falcons' offense will be amazing just because that Steelers' defense is good, but I just don't have faith in that Steelers' offense right now.
I think they can run the ball. I just don't know if Russell Wilson can make enough plays because he's so conservative. And you need someone that's going to take some chances. And I think that might be the problem.
Yeah, I agree. And then we got the Texans at the Colts, which we were supposed to go to, but I'm not going to be in town now. So
Vikings should have more playmakers on both sides of the ball, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They
do, but the issue is who's giving them the ball.
Exactly.
Let's see what Sam Darnold does.
Exactly.
I think it's a good first game for Sam Darnold. I mean, outside of the defensive line.
The problem is the defensive line, and he tap dances. That's the problem. He tap dances and he gets nervous and he sees ghosts and stuff like that. So you're going to utilize those type of things for him. And we talking about Burns is going to have a game, and Thibodeau's on the other side. Like guys, their rush is going to be epic.
Turnstiles would be an upgrade over that Johns had last year. That's true. If you only get in one at a time, it might slow him down a little bit more. So I think Texans will beat the Colts.
I'm going Texans too.
Could be a close game, but I think Texans will still win pretty handily. We got the Cardinals at the Bills. I think it could be an interesting game just because that Bills defense.
I think Arizona's going to win at Buffalo for this first game.
I think it could happen. I think this could be one of those. I think this could be a game to look out for shootout. The Cardinals are dealing with some major injuries on defense. The Bills have nobody left on their defense.
Exactly.
So I think this could be a shootout.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, who's the best player? The best player is Josh Allen.
He is. I don't disagree.
It's in Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I'm gonna go back. Buffalo.
I think the Cardinals could win just because going on that last drive to win, his receivers will drop the ball. Josh Allen will throw the most perfect pass, and then the receiver's going to bobble it, and then it'll end up in a Cardinals hand or something.
Okay, all right, I can see that.
We'll see where Brian's at on this next one. We got Titans at Bears.
Bears.
I think the Bears could do it, but I don't know. Caleb's first game, we'll have to see. I'll still go Bears just because of the home team.
It doesn't even matter. I think Caleb, they're going to be very conservative with Caleb this first game. Do a lot of play action, stuff like that, trying to protect him. Because all they're going to do is try to get the ball in their playmakers' hands.
I agree.
Don't be, we see bubble screens to DJ Moore and him running for 70 yards, stuff like that. And then when they do turn it loose, go to Rome Odunze. Don't be surprised he only gets 3 catches. He might have over 100 yards.
I agree. Then we got Jaguars and Dolphins. We'll go Dolphins. It could be a good game. Could be a good game, but there's too many new pieces. This is hot. Too many new pieces on that Jaguars offense. I mean, outside of Christian Kirk, everybody else is new.
Yeah.
Him and Ingram.
And the fact that Miami is just on the roll right now, their running backs are they might have 3 running backs that could play in the NFL at any point in time.
Oh, I agree.
They
Wilson,
receivers, the receivers are amazing.
I think that Sun. It's a 1 p.m. game, so that Sun's gonna blare on the Jaguars.
I mean, it's still Jacksonville, but but I feel like Tua is going to try to make people understand that he deserved the money.
I do feel like, though, if you can get one up on the Dolphins, it'll be early just because of all the kind of newish pieces they have on defense, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think at the end of the day, the Dolphins will win.
Yeah. And
then you got Seahawks at Broncos. I'm just going to say Seahawks. Sorry, Broncos at Seahawks. I'm going to go Seahawks. Move along. Raiders at Chargers.
I want to say this. I think Nix is going to have a good game.
Could be.
Bo Nix has a good game. They lose. Bo Nix has a good game. And I'm a little mad. If they would only trade a quarter Sutton, we would be talking about Ayuk with the Steelers right now.
Yeah, how crazy would that have been? I heard about it. Had it in place, a 3-team deal.
All he had to do was
Sutton was going to the 49ers.
For a 3rd round
Ayuk was going to the Steelers. Interesting.
3rd round pick, and they said 3rd round's not enough.
Doing the whole thing.
How dare
Which
they?
is weird because how long have they been trying to trade Cortland Sutton?
I know, and now you don't want it. Third round pick is pretty good. Like, what are you doing? But unless they
They just
really,
gave Sutton. I think they just gave Sutton an extension.
I think they really believe in Bo Nix.
Yeah. They got an interesting one. Raiders at Chargers.
I'm gonna go to Chargers. I think it's at home. I
You
feel
say
like
that, but I bet there'd be more Raiders fans there than Chargers.
that's true. That's true. But Harbaugh
Because
just
it is Los Angeles.
I don't think Chargers. Harbaugh. I think he's going to turn around this team really quickly. I think that's the biggest thing. I think Jim Harbaugh is just that guy.
I think if the receivers show up for the Chargers, they could take it.
I think Herbert's going to have a decent year. I thought before I was like, oh, this is going to be awful. I think Herbert, after seeing them and hearing what they're saying in Los Angeles, he's going to have a decent year.
Might have to pull QJ off the Jackson squad.
Maybe, if he can catch it.
Yeah. That's why I said if the receivers show up for Herbert, the offense could be really good.
Agreed.
Cowboys at Browns. I mean,
I picked the Browns
about
before.
it. Yeah, I picked the Browns too, so we can stay with it. Commanders at Buccaneers.
Yeah, it's in Tampa Bay, so I'm gonna go Bucks.
Yeah, it's probably a safe pick. I'll go Bucks too. I mean, I would like the Commanders to have a shock upset, but we'll see. Buccaneers will probably take it. The defense is still pretty stout. Obviously, their offense with Evans and Godwin and White, and obviously
Baker Mayfield just being Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. So we got 2 games left. Takes us to Sunday Night Football. We got the Rams at the Lions.
I picked Detroit to get all the way to the NFC Championship game. I'm going to pick the Rams to win this game.
I think the Lions win, but I think it'll be close. The only reason I'm picking the Lions to win is the Rams' defense is fairly young.
Very good. Very much. I think they're going to score a lot of points.
Their defensive line, and I think the Lions could just outscore the Rams.
I think Stafford coming back to Detroit, he really wanted to do something last game in the playoffs. He really wanted to do something he wasn't able to. I think he's going to do whatever he can to try to win this game. And I can see Stafford being captain comeback and winning by 1 point or something like that. Something really, really close.
I think this could be a second game that could be a shootout-ish, possibly.
Yeah. But Detroit, I already told you how I don't like the team, but I feel like they're going to be in the NFC Championship game. I think they are that good.
And then perhaps game of the week, Jets at 49ers, Monday night.
Yeah, well, has Aaron Rodgers ever won against the San Francisco 49ers?
That's a great question. I do know he struggled against the 49ers with the Packers.
Every time he was in the playoffs, they got knocked out by the 49ers. Every time he went to San Francisco, it seemed like he lost. I feel like this is going to be a continuation of that, even though I love the Jets' offense and defense and talent and all that stuff. I think San Francisco coming in.
This could be a fairly low-scoring game, but I feel like the 49ers pull it out just because I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is quite on the same page with all his weapons yet. He might need a game or two at actual football speed to get on the same page with Wilson and Williams.
I think that their offense is going to surprise everyone and they do well.
I think they will do well. I just think it might take a game or two. And starting off against this daunting 49ers defense, probably not how you want to start it off. But the plus side is this Jets defense might be able to stop the 49ers offense. So that's what I said.
This is the question of the night right here, guys.
But I'm going to lead towards 49ers. But if the Jets win, wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Now, if the Jets blew out the 49ers, that'd be kind of shocking.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that. Does Leonard Floyd tackle Aaron Rodgers on snap 4 again?
I know. I saw that. He is playing against them again.
I was like, did the NFL do that? Everyone said, Leonard Floyd, you're going again. You're going to go right there.
Leonard Floyd signs with the 49ers. Jets are playing the 49ers week 1.
Oh, man. These are some really interesting games. I'm going to enjoy watching a lot of these games.
But the only thing is with the 49ers, is Trent Williams still holding out?
Yes.
So you don't have Trent Williams. Ayuk just got back.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see what he has. So, we'll see.
And it's on Monday again. Monday night again.
Oh, I know. That's with Aaron Rodgers and Leonard Floyd. At least it's on grass.
Yeah, at least not on turf. No turf monster coming in and getting them.
All right, so that's week 1, guys. Should be some fun games. There's a couple of possible duds in there, but I feel like that's every week.
But it seems fun. I mean, overall, the NFL will be back. We're going to enjoy seeing football on Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. I literally really feel. I told my kids my daughter's birthday is Tuesday, so we had a party this week. We'll go to dinner on Tuesday because on Sunday, on the whole weekend, I don't want to see them. I want to be in my dungeon. I want to be watching my game and stay away from everybody else. Just let daddy do what he does. Come on.
Yeah, if the Bears don't win, don't go near them.
Oh my gosh!
Have some space.
If we lose, I might leave. I might just leave the house, just to stay away from everybody else, because I'll be one angry person.
I'll be back. I gotta go get some 3% milk.
We'll keep on driving till I find it.
Right. And then the next week the Bears win. You're like, I found it. I'm back.
Daddy, you've been going all week.
Right. Like I need some alone time, okay?
All right. So guys, we just went through week 1. Going into this season, I want to kind of go over what awards we think everyone's going to get. So we're going to start off with Offensive Rookie of the Year. There's only really, in my opinion, 2 choices.
That's kind of what I came down to.
Yeah.
I wonder if our 2 choices are the same.
I wonder.
Wouldn't be our quarterbacks, would they?
Could it only be? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, we know it's either Caleb Williams or Jay Daniels. It doesn't matter.
Right? I'm going to say, it wouldn't be our 2 quarterbacks, would it?
There's no doubt in my mind. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to pick Jay Daniels. I think Jay Daniels is in a situation when they need him to be great. And he's going to do amazing things. As long as he doesn't get hurt, Jayden Daniels is going to have an incredible season.
And I also picked Jayden Daniels in the end, only because I feel like in the situation that Caleb is in, he's not going to have to run as much. Whereas I feel like Jayden Daniels might have to run quite a bit, which would pad his stats a little bit more.
The only way Caleb wins Rookie of the Year is if the Bears win 10 games and go to the playoffs. If they win 10 games and he goes over 4,000 yards passing, the Bears never. Well, if he does that, then we have a problem. But if he does that, and we've never had a 4,000 yard passer, then he wins hands down. It doesn't matter. Jay Davis can literally run for 2,000 yards, throw for 2,000 yards. Yeah, exactly. That's it. If he does a 4,000,
I mean, if he throws for 4,000 yards and like 30 touchdowns, he can just retire and he'll still be the greatest quarterback of all time. One season, that's all it takes.
I don't see that happening. I think he tops out at like 3,300.
I don't see it happening just because I don't think you're going to be reliant on him year one.
Don't have to.
You're built to be running the ball. You're built to have the defense stop the opposing offense. You're not looking to score 40 points a game. Like
we could though. I think that's
you could.
And Roshan and we have line of running backs, Khalil Herbert, that can run the ball. We have a line that's better at run blocking than pass blocking. We have a lot of talented receivers, but that's why I think he gets his 3,400 yards to the receivers. So, but I'm gonna put in there Jayden Daniels for both of us.
Yeah, that's who I ended up leaning on too.
All right, Defensive Rookie of the Year. What do you have?
I'm gonna go Dallas Turner. I feel like he's gonna take the role of Hunter. and I feel like he actually might be better than Hunter. Maybe faster. Because I feel like he's going to go up, Daniel Hunter's going to go down just because of age. It happens to everybody.
I mean,
and I think Brian Flores is going to lean on him to be the guy to get to the quarterback.
Man,
I mean, even if he only puts up 8, 9, maybe 10 as a ceiling for sacks, that would still put him above just about. Suppose anybody else, the other rookies, are they going to be on the? I mean, Latu probably will be for the Colts.
I'm gonna go Jared Verse.
That was my second one with the Rams with Jared Verse.
With the Rams changing the way the defense is going to go, they're used to having a dominant defensive player being there. I think Jared Verse is perfect for that system, and I'm going to.
Look, I named the top 2. How about that? Latu. I was trying to think of anybody else. I was like, oh, Latu is probably going to be playing right away. Then you said Verse, and I was like, oh, that's true.
I just think that the Rams, if the Rams are going to be good, Jared Verse is going to have a good year. And it could be Jared Verse has 10, 12 sacks. So, yeah.
I think it comes down to who can stop the run best, maybe. Tackles for losses, not allowing the running back to get by him. We'll see. But I mean, those are my top 3: Verse, Latu, and Turner. Which is weird because I was trying to think of secondaries, and I'm like, is there even going to be anybody who got drafted in the secondary?
Not yet, not the first year. There's no one that's going to.
Yeah, and then I was like, and then defensive back, like outside of the anomaly, Mr. Sauce Gardner. Like even
it takes 3 years for
even Stingley. Even Stingley took it 2 years before he was finally, super good. So
he's gonna have a big jump this year.
Oh, I think so too. So,
all right. What about offensive player of the year for you?
Oof.
Offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year. If he stays healthy, I'll go Christian McCaffrey to win it a second year.
Christian McCaffrey, I like that one. CMC.
Only because they're not going to give a running back MVP.
I'm going to go Bijan Robinson.
That's not a bad one.
I know it's a little bit off the board a little bit, but I think if Atlanta's going to have the year I think they could have, I think that they're going to have to be balanced. I think Bijan's going to really have an opportunity to finally show what he is. So I'm going to go Bijan.
Well, not only that, with the new coaching staff, I think they were like, hey, we're not Arthur Smith. We're going to utilize our best players.
We're not going to just use you as a decoy. We're going to actually give you the ball.
No, and they've already iterated, I don't know how many times in the preseason and training camp where they're like, yeah, we're going to use Bijan Robinson. Like, he's our guy. But I still think Ty Al-Jair will have decent numbers too.
I think he'll have okay numbers, but I think they're going to use Bijan even more in the passing game along with the running game. So that's what they'll use Al-Jair as more of a running supplement, but he'll get the ball in both aspects, and I think that'll be something that we haven't seen in a while. So I think I'm going to go Bijan. Yeah. All right. What about defensive player of the year?
I'm gonna go with my boy only because he was wronged again last year. Only led in every stat imaginable and did not get defensive player of the year.
Except the eye test.
And right. So I think he's gonna, because last time that happened, what did he do? Had the best season of his life, won defensive player of the year. I think he does it again. TJ Watt.
I'm
a few times to see me fanboying from one of my own players, but
I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett. Why? Because I believe he's the best defensive player that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. Not that he's better than all time, but my own 2 eyes, I've never seen a guy as dominant as him besides Julius Peppers. Literally, that's what the list for me. So I don't think he's even on the board once again, but he is the guy I think is going to be defensive player of the year, and I think that he's going to lead the Browns to the playoffs by himself. Okay. All right. So, comeback player of the year. There's only two answers, I think, for it.
He said Homer with Trent Jordan.
Yeah, Homer.
Watt pick.
The Trent Jordan Watt pick. Yeah.
TJ
That's
Watt.
him.
Yeah. Hey, I said. I called myself out for it. It's fun.
All right. I'm going to do this. So, my comeback player of the year is
What?
going to be
Throw it out
Anthony
there, close
Richardson.
second. Kyle Hamilton might be good too.
Kyle Hamilton's going to be great, but I don't know if he's going to have the numbers to be able to compete. If someone gets 20 sacks, they win Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. You said
I'm going with Anthony Richardson. I'm going off the board. I'm going Anthony Richardson.
It's crazy.
I mean, the answer everyone's going to say is Aaron Rodgers, right? If Aaron Rodgers is the shoe-in for that if he doesn't get hurt. No.
He said Martin was here. He would say Parsons.
Yeah, Michael Parsons would. Yeah,
I think you're not wrong.
He has to do it to get paid.
Yeah. For my MVP though, I'm gonna go CJ Stroud.
No, your MVP. I thought comeback player of the year.
Oh, comeback. Sorry, my bad. Comeback player. Oh, so Anthony Richardson for comeback? That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody else get hurt in the comeback?
It's Aaron Rodgers. We're talking about him.
Yeah, it's probably Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he's the shoe-in. If he doesn't get hurt and they win 10 games, Aaron Rodgers is getting it 100%. I just think Anthony Richardson could possibly lead the Colts to a playoff berth after being hurt and not having a full rookie year. But that's just as risky as saying Aaron Rodgers, because Anthony Richardson gets hurt every year too. So, you want to go AA, Ron? I don't think there's anyone else I can even think of, honestly. Matter of fact, the betting odds I'm looking at right now, the betting odds for Aaron Rodgers is plus 125. So it's like a layup. You're going to get Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Russell Wilson, definitely not doing that.
Yeah. It could be Justin Fields. It could be Justin Fields. Yeah.
Justin Fields is on there. Deshaun Watson's on there.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, J.K. Dobbins, if he does anything.
That'd be real deep if you go J.K. Dobbins.
Now we're getting real deep because you got James Winston, Carson Wentz, Mac Jones, Mike Williams. That could be a good one.
Mike Williams is interesting. I like that.
Yeah. But if Mike Williams is in the conversation, then you already know Aaron Rodgers can be the favorite.
But Kirk Cousins also tore his Achilles, and he's on a team that's probably going to be in the playoffs.
He's not even on this list.
Yeah, really? I mean,
Tim Patrick is on this list. He's not. Odell Beckham is on this list. Zach Wilson is on this list. Mac Jones. No Kirk Cousins.
I think Kirk Cousins is a good answer.
Yeah.
So who are you going?
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins. If he can stay healthy.
Wow.
He has an opportunity to be the number one running back on the Chargers. And I don't think that guy's even played a down of football in like almost 2 years, I think.
And that's my problem. I just can't believe it. He's going to come back and do anything.
So, I'm going to go J.K.
Okay.
I'm going for the Hail Mary, okay? He said Tim Patrick. He's on the practice squad, sir. He's got to get on an actual team.
Oh, it could be what's his name?
I would say Tim Patrick, but then they wouldn't sign Allen Robinson too. So
Dalvin Cook,
but he'd have to get on the field. We'll see. Right now, I think he's practice.
He's third string, I think, already.
I heard something about practice squad until
week 1,
week 4. I heard till like week 4, so we can get ready.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I heard. But we'll see. He might get out that week 1. You never know.
All right, since you already jumped the gun on MVP with your CJ Stroud.
I did.
That was the only one I hadn't thought about, honestly.
I think with all the weapons he has, like tight ends 2 deep, his receivers is like 6 deep, well, 5 deep now. I guess I got rid of another Brown, but I don't know. I just feel like they have it set up. Offense coordinator's back. I think they improved the offensive line. I know defenses will have a whole season of film now to look at CJ. So if they have any kind of, working off that, changing things, keeping the defenses on their toes, I don't know. It's just hard for me to see CJ Stroud even take a step back, let alone not
what you're saying,
forward.
everything you say this makes so much sense. I'm gonna.
I mean, you can't doubt Lamar. I'm sure he'll be on the list.
I'm gonna change my comeback player of the year. I'm changing it.
He's changing it, folks.
I think I want to go. Yeah, make sure he's gonna play week 1 before I say this. I haven't heard anything bad about it, so I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna go Kyler Murray.
That could work.
I'm gonna go Kyler Murray.
Think of Kyler Murray. That could work.
For comeback player of the year. All right. And then in the same thing, MVP, I like CJ Stroud. I think Patrick Mahomes is just, you can't say that. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
He could be up for comeback player.
No, I'm sorry. What I'm doing. MVP, Josh Allen. Josh Allen's gonna win 100%.
Yeah, I was about to be like, this guy's whole offseason. MVP Josh Allen. MVP Josh Allen. No. And then all of a sudden we get to picking it and he's like, Joe Burrow.
No. Josh Allen. Joe Burrow's gonna be good.
He fell out of the station wagon real fast.
I mean, I saw that Bears game. I was not impressed, but I'm gonna go Josh Allen still. He keeps them relevant, gets them 9.5 to 10 wins somehow with nothing. So yeah, I gotta go Josh Allen.
If he keeps the turnovers to a minimum, I can see Josh Allen being in the conversation. But if he starts creeping up on those picks and fumbles, I'm taking him out. It's my only downside to Josh.
I think he can have one of those numbers that he has 4,500 yards passing, 900 rushing. Can have 8 rushing touchdowns and 30 passing touchdowns, and just have one of those years.
And if he has 20 picks and 10 fumbles,
yeah, that's like it'd be a problem. But I think he has exactly half of what you just said. I think he's gonna have a 30-10 year.
Fumbles.
A 30-10 interception year.
He's got fumbleitis sometimes.
Well, I think he can't have that this year. So I'm gonna go Josh Allen for MVP still.
I mean, he's going to be on the field a lot because his defense isn't going to be out there because people are going to be scoring on him like quick.
He's going to have a lot of opportunity. He might be
if that offensive line can hold enough, even with the weapons, and if Coleman takes this, becomes possibly a number 1 receiver, like I said, I'm not going to discredit Josh Allen. He does have the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, and he can run the ball. But if he, to me, just keep those turnovers down, we'll be in the conversation.
He's always should be in the conversation. So, and it's funny. I'm not going Lamar on purpose because I feel like Lamar's going to have his numbers are going to go down and they're going to win a lot more. Like I think they go deeper into the playoffs because what they have now.
Because Henry's going to cut in with his production.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be up, 28-10, and in the fourth quarter they're like, just run the ball
all day.
Like we're gonna.
It's the top of the morning to y'all, man. How y'all doing? We just have 4 more days till we get to the best time of the year. Yes. It starts now, guys. It starts now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen has only had 2 years of 10 or less interceptions, and it was 9 and 10 interceptions those years. I say he's gonna get 10, but
that's what I'm saying. Like if he can be one of those 2 years. He'll be up there for sure.
And he's going to be MVP. He literally, I think if he cut down his interceptions last year, he would have been MVP last year. That's just what it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
No, I agree, and that's why I said if he could cut those down, throw him in there. But I have to see it first.
Okay.
And now he's got no weapons.
Who do you have for coach of the year then?
Coach of the year. Oof. Well, I'm gonna go out and say this. I don't know if it's gonna be my pick, but I'm gonna go out and say this. If what all these people are saying is true and it happens, I will not discredit Mr. Dan Quinn if the turnaround is as quick as they say it could be.
Okay.
If we win 7 games with this roster with Dan Quinn, I mean, it'd be hard to discredit him. Or if we win 9 games and make the playoffs, like we're saying, because they're saying we're this year's Houston Texans.
Yeah, I've been saying it for years, for the whole year.
So I'm saying if that happens, then I mean you cannot have Dan Quinn in the conversation.
Agree.
Like all that turnaround, still not maybe the most competitive roster, but with Jayden Daniels, and if he can turn those, raw diamonds that we have on our defense into something to where we can shut teams down, and we do go on a run. And that being said, I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm still trying to hedge expectations.
So who are you going to go with then? I wrote mine down.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was a surprise team.
Raheem Morris would be a good one.
Raheem Morris would be a good one.
D'Amico Ryans.
Falcons. D'Amico Ryans again. Do you think if they do come out and win 13, maybe 14, think why can't I remember? Dan Campbell could be up there?
Maybe.
Maybe it's a product of last year and this year, they're just as good.
Yeah.
I mean turning around a franchise that's always been a loser. You got to throw his name in the hat.
If they win, they have to win that many games. I mean, Zach Taylor could be another good answer.
I was actually thinking of Steichen with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Harbaugh, though. I might have to go Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers.
That's got to be the number one guy.
I think I'm going to go Jim Harbaugh. Okay. I think the Chargers will have a winning record, and it will be because of him. He's going to turn that defense around like he always does. He always has a stout defense no matter who his players are. Is that who you picked?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely a homer pick for me.
Oh, my God. Did you? Matt Eberflus.
Matt Eberflus, guys.
I can't wait for the Bears to follow their faces.
Dude. And don't get me wrong. It all could happen. But if you're doing preseason,
no, that's not a bad thing.
But what I think could happen, I'm
for all the same reasons I just said with the Chargers. If it happens with you guys, I could see him being up there, if not winning it.
And we have so much talent there, and if he can be that guy, I gotta go Matt Eberflus. If the Bears win 10 games with a rookie quarterback, no one wants to see them in the playoffs because they have a lot of the veterans, and Matt Eberflus is going to look better. He was on Hard Knocks. He had the whole change in his look and everything. I think it's all part of the story, and the NFL likes stories. So that's why I go Eberflus. I
should have just gone Dan Quinn. It all would have lined up. What's his name? Jayden Daniels is the offensive rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Got Dan Quinn as the coach of the year. Would be just like D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud. Would be the Texans.
Makes sense to me.
But I think the only thing I feel like gives D'Amico Ryans more is that it was his first year ever coaching. This isn't Dan Quinn's first year.
100%.
But I still think he'll be up there if he's able to turn this team. Right. I mean, I feel like we're kind of in that direction. I feel like we were fairly competitive in all our.
It's offensive line for you. That's your question.
Oh, I know. But that's why you got speedy Mr. Daniels to run away. Just make sure you're sliding and running out of bounds. Don't take any stupid hits. Hopefully, you can have spidey sense and know when your blind side's about to get hit. Run away
every other time. So
it will be.
The Del Qatar says traded Tank Dell in a 2025 second for Jayden Reed, David Njoku, and got a 2025 first.
Pretty good haul.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm sad to let Tank Dell go, but I mean, you got a pretty good haul in return. So. I mean, I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to put Tank Dell numbers, or Jaden Reed is going to put Tank Dell numbers. But I mean, you got a solid tight end in Njoku if Deshaun Watson decides he's going to throw there.
That's
and then obviously that 2025 first. I mean, I do like Njoku, but like I don't know if I like Njoku with Watson.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Even Njoku had a great year. Everyone's having positive things to say about him. But if Deshaun Watson doesn't use his tight end, it doesn't matter what Njoku can be open all he wants if he's going to go to someone else. I mean, there's just not going to be a guy to get him the ball. Jayden Reed, as much as I think he's the most talented receiver there, there's still two guys in front of him. So that makes that a little bit more difficult. And Tank Dell, I feel like no matter what, is going to end up being that guy. Tank Dell, I have a problem. I have CJ Stroud starting, and I have Tank Dell on my bench. And everything in me wants to put Tank Dell in my starting lineup. Everything in me. I just don't know who to take out. Everything in me is like, yeah, Tank Dell has to be in your starting lineup, especially with CJ Stroud. It just only makes sense. I just don't know what to do. And I'm going to wait till Wednesday night to kind of figure it out. But I've just been thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Tank Dell it's obvious that CJ Stroud's looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. My mom has that same issue too with her receivers.
I got Puka, Garrett Wilson, and T. Higgins. Do I pull?
She's got Collins. Like, to me, it's not that hard, but I can see why you would leave one of the other guys in. But she's got Collins, Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, and then Christian Kirk. But she also had, and the only reason, yeah, I get that, but she has Trevor Lawrence.
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, I would only do that now because Christian Kirk is questionable. But I'm like, you gotta play Mike Evans. Come on.
Yeah, but I think your 2025 first might be good, especially what you need.
This is what scares me. This right here. Njoku with Watson at the lowest ever projected targeted top tight ends.
That's exactly it.
And then, I mean, I do really like Tank Dell too, but I mean, that's a pretty decent haul. Made the trade because I have Puka, Almond, Higgins, Olave, Rice. Jesus. M8. What? How? How do you have all these guys?
Make that damn trade. You better hurry up and make it.
How'd you get Redonze and MHJ? That's insane.
That means he had. So remember, we had a guy. Was it Wednesday? Who had the number 1 and number 3, and he didn't have a need for quarterback.
Oh, that's who this is.
Yeah. So you go Marvin Harrison Jr. and Odunze. Those are the two you get.
That's right. I remember that.
And then now you have all these receivers, and now four person. I believe it's a 12-team league. I think that's amazing, honestly. And that's why you go ahead. You go to the CJ Stroud owner, and you say you want Tank Dell, and then I would have held a guy for ransom. I want everything.
Right. No, I agree.
I don't want a receiver back. I want running back, tight end, and the pick.
Right.
So no, I think that was a very good trade. It was a smart trade.
Yeah, I agree. I like it now that I know you're loaded too.
Yeah, I mean, that team.
Insane, bro. How are you gonna pick? Oh, is this the one that also starts a bunch of receivers too?
I think he has 3. What's it called? 3 flexes and a receiver.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yep. Okay. You're definitely going receiver, man.
Yeah,
Yep. I remember now. You traded Kelsey and Diggs for yep.
Last year, yep.
I remember now.
And so he made that.
Completely remember.
And then making that trade is good. My only thing was your running backs. I thought that's the only thing. But getting that 2025 first really works because as we were just talking, we started this show off talking about all the running backs. in college. That
Yep.
2025 person is going to be a great running back.
Yep.
And you're going to be very happy you've gotten younger. That running back, you'll be able to replace Montgomery and be good overall. So, good job. You've definitely won. Was it move of the week? That's the move of the week.
Move of the week. Like it.
Awesome. Okay. So, all right, we have all of our stuff down there.
Week 1 is upon us, guys. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday.
I just can't believe we're doing all this stuff.
4 days of football.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, if you want to include college, I mean, probably a lot more days.
Honestly,
like a Tuesday game. They have obviously Saturday. Look at that, 6 days of football, guys. 6 days. And then you got us on Wednesday. What else?
Exactly. My man said with the 107, I was going to draft Brooks and next year draft the other running back. I think that's great.
Well, who did he get then? Because he said was going to draft Brooks.
And so what did you end up doing? Because I thought he had 1 to 3 and the 7. Or 1 to 3. Was it 1, 3, and 9? And you know, Brooks is probably gone.
1, 3, and 9.
And I think Brooks is probably gone, so he had to go somewhere.
Obviously he got a Donze and
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison with 1 and 3, I'm assuming.
So he's probably was going and not available at 9 now.
Yeah.
But now, the first round next year, you have 2 first rounders next year. You'll be able to get great running back depth. And you're going to be fine going in. Your dynasty is going to be amazing to a point where I think people are going to be coming to you. Oh, so no, it was the 101, the 103, and 107. Yeah. So.
Okay. So he's just basically penciled them in.
No, that makes. I mean, the 101 you're going to get. You're going to get the 101 and 103 because 102 is going to be Caleb Williams. So you're going to get your 101 and 103.
Would you go Brooks or Benson?
I'll go Benson.
I was going to say the same thing. I would almost go Benson over. I mean, you already have MHJ. I get that, but I would almost go Benson over Brooks.
And my reason is because I think Brooks, that offensive line is so bad that Brooks is going to get hurt. He has injury-prone history, and
he's already hurt.
He's already on the pup list right now, and I don't think that it'll be long-term. It won't be great. I think Benson being behind a good guy, showing you exactly the ropes, and he will take over probably by game 6 or 7. He's already going to run a little bit, but by 6 or 7, he's probably going to start taking over, and you're going to be like, steal of the year with your 107.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I got him with the 105.
Yeah,
but only because I had the 106. I messed up Roma Donze's average draft position. It's the 6th.
That's all right. You're going to have a really good team this year.
Yeah, their team's going to be really good. Very impressive way you put that together, sir.
Yeah, once again, my hat's taken off to you. All right, it's 11:30, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I know Mark want to get out of here. Why? 12:30 for you. But we have to get. This is your last Sunday. This is to let your friends, let your family know that you love them. Spend some time with them. Go. I don't care, apple picking or go get some cinnamon donuts or whatever the heck you got to do, because next Sunday we all will be meeting here, talking about the game of the week and getting ready for football and sitting down and watching our teams in the real NFL.
Super exciting.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Thank you, Sunday Ticket, for allowing us to choose which games we want.
Oh, and shout out to Saver, right? Because Saver won.
Oh, yeah, Saver.
Saver, make sure
you won the second jersey, my guy.
You won the second jersey, the number 4, the 400, the number 7 for Dynasty Pylon. This is your second jersey, so you can choose an alternate jersey. Make sure you message us and let us know. Congratulations again, guys. As we get to 500 and 600, we'll continue to give away jerseys. We're probably gonna do a best ball, some type of best ball towards the middle of the season, because we'll give a jersey away from that. Bart is really running around trying to get a promotion, so we're trying to give him a little time, a little breather. But towards the end of the middle of the season, we'll have, once your drafts kind of, what your stuff is going, we will do our draft right then, and we'll do a best ball league, and whoever wins, we'll give another jersey away. So cannot wait for that. Guys, cannot wait for Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah.
Go enjoy your families. Go say bye to your kids. It's time for football. All right, guys.
Right.
I'll see you there on Tuesday. We'll talk about Hard Knocks. And Wednesday, we'll be here in Dynasty Pylon trying to get you ready for that Thursday game. So, till then, see you later.
Peace.